In this lesson, we'll learn about the name mangling feature in Python. Consider the following attributes. Here we have a normal attribute, but in this one we put a single underscore before, single one before and one after. We call things before trailing, and we call things in the begin leading and then in the end trailing. So we have here two leading underscores, three leading, two before, one after, two before, two after, four before, one after, blah blah blah. So now the interesting part is if you try to access the attributes, surprisingly some of them will not be accessed. So specifically here, looking about the attributes that didn't get an access, you will notice the one with two underscores here, three underscores before, two underscores before, one after, but two before, two after is okay. Four before, one after isn't okay. Four before, two after is okay. So what's happening? Why Python is preventing us to access these attributes? It's actually not that strict. Let's use the dect method. It's kind of can tell us all the attributes for the object, so give us an information about like the namespace of the object here. If you try to print the book dictionary, you will observe the following, that these are the attributes that are available for you in this class, or specifically, sorry, in this object. So when you try to view them, you will notice the following: attribute 4 and attribute 5 and 6 and 8, which have problems, are prefixed with underscore book, and this is very interesting. However, our attribute 1 is as it is, and if we are going to play with this change, let's now try to access using dot and then put this changed name here. Then now you find it working. So the interesting part here, name mangling is all about prefixing the attributes with underscore class name. It happens if you have the following features in your name. It must have at least two trailing underscores. I think I swapped. It should be two leading underscores and then one trailing underscore. So let's use another term: two underscore before it, at most one underscore after it. So some examples here: if you have something that have two underscores here, then it will be changed to this name. If it has two underscore and one after, it will be changed to this name. But remember, it's just one at most here. So if you have two underscores after it, it will not be mangled. So you can think of the word mangle as a word change. And this means that by default the users cannot access them. Unless you really want to access them, then you do the trick by putting the class name with an underscore like we did here. Exactly the same rules happen for a function. For example, if we have a function with two underscores before it, two underscore and one underscore only, this case is mainly are mangled, but for example, if it has one underscore, this is okay. If you would like to see what are the available functions, you cannot use the dictionary attribute. You need to call the dir function, which will give us all the names that are available in the scope for this guy, and you will observe that there are many things, among them the book f1, book f2, and also the underscore f3. So we know that the function names also are mangled in the same way. However, notice that the story is we have visibility from inside the class and different from the visibility outside the class. What we said about our inability to access the attribute as it is mainly for outsiders. But if you are inside the class, you can directly access it in a very normal way. So it seems like as if Python is trying to make some kind of restriction for the access, and this is what we call data hiding. It seems as if someone is trying to hide the data through mangling the name. In the next section, we'll know more notes about the data hiding and why we do such data mangling. That's all.